once more.
As here comes Gonzaga. You see Edwards leading the trainees. Around the outside, but he's done it before. He's laid the brakes into Ascari. He gets and stops in time, and he takes that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to round 4 at Francorchamps of the Battle of the Radicals. I'm JP. I'm going to be up in the booth guiding you through all the action here this evening as well. 2 races lined up for you. First race will be 7 laps, being it's a 2-minute 10 lap time here currently. Second race will be 11 laps. Let's give you a quick rundown of the scores on the doors, as we've only got about 3.5 minutes left of qualifying. In the Radical SR8, it's Mike Bousson out in front ahead of Jamie Bird by 22 points. Then Stefan Mellis in 3rd place. Then Ollie Gullickson, Steve Webb, Josh Reed, Halvard Gullickson and Ray Peasley. In the SR10s, it is Simon Edwards out in front of 239 points. He's 25 points ahead of Heinz Bronze, with Felix Simoes in 3rd place, and James Barry, Dominic Pevera, Kim Andre Bjorklund, Bruno Vitorino, Sully Wrighton, Robert Woodward, Phil Glover, Paolo Brem, and everybody else in behind that as well. But it is Spa, this famous circuit here, set in Belgium, 4.352 miles, 7 kilometers in length, and it's going to be very, very interesting indeed. Why is it going to be an interesting one indeed? Because we are going to see a bit of a draft fest here as well this evening. They will be running down that Kemmel Straight, full draft behind each other, and it's going to be overtakes, overtakes at the moment here as well. Having Gullickson in the SR8 is leading the way currently. He's set in 2nd place overall. Simon Edwards in the SR10 in 3rd. It's going to be even more interesting as the race goes on here. These drivers are going to have to sit back and think about where and when they're going to make their moves, because I can tell you one thing, it's not going to be easy here at all for them to be able to do that, and they have got to sit back and figure it out. So hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. Going to be an exciting one indeed. So let's see what happens here once more as these drivers are battling it out on this circuit. We're just going to sort something out here as well. There's a couple of people in the wrong class, I've just noticed, so we will need to just correct that fairly quickly and get them sorted out straight away, because Havard is showing in the SR10, actually in the SR8. So there he goes, leading the way in the SR8s. Mike Bousson sitting in 2nd place in the SR8s with Felix Simoes, Seth Brown, Kim Andre Bjorklund, Oleg Gullickson in between them, and Paul LeMay down in 10th place at this moment in time. However, Paul LeMay is in the SR10. What's gone on here? There is a lot of swapping and changing currently from the system. Seems to have picked up and done everybody in the wrong place. So we will get that one sorted out and see how this one goes. Hope everybody is well and having a wonderful time this evening as well. Let us know if you are in chat as well. It'd be great to see some of you here seeing how these guys get on. It's great to see Paul LeMay back on the race circuit. I'm just going to check everybody else to make sure everybody else is in the right class at the moment. Mike Bousson in the SR8, Heinz Braun in the 10, it's Felix Simoes he's in the 10 as well. So that picks up with sheet here, so this is quite interesting. The way it's changed the classes, because it's done the same for Seth Brown as well. Good old internet and real life timing software. Like holding people in class at the moment. Let's just check Paul LeMay's in the 10. Andre Bjorkland is in the 10. Ollie Gullickson is in the 8. Strange indeed, because changed from last time. Technology on live broadcasts, the wonderful thing. Michael LeMay in. Better to check Michael. Robert Woodward is in the 10. I'll have a look as this goes on here, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure we can get this one right here. Let's bring you up the grid. Simon Edwards leads the way with James Barry in second place. Harvard Gullickson in third. Mike Bousson in fourth. Then Heinz Braun in fifth. Felix Moe sixth. Seth Brown seventh. Paul LeMay eighth. Kim JPBroadcasting ninth. Ollie Gullickson in 10th. And Bruno Vitorino and Michael LeMay down in 11th place. Robert Woodward, Paolo Brem, Steve Webb, Phil Glover, Patricio Silva, Stefan Mellis, Nelson Moreira and Dominic Pavera round out the top 20. 20 drivers are going to take to the grid here. We're going to find out how these guys are going to get on and who's going to be able to do what. Who's going to go and take this victory here tonight, because it is a very, very difficult circuit indeed. So let's see how this one goes. So it's going to be one of them situations, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to hold on to our hats, see who comes out on top. I will check drivers as we go through, making sure that everybody is in their right classes. 10 for Heinz Braun, 10 for him. Paul LeMay in the 10. Cunningham Andre Bjorkland in the 10. Ollie Gullickson is in the 8. Reno's in the 10. Michael LeMay is also in a 10. Still with Michael. For some reason, an 8. So annoyed by this. Robert Woodward is also in a well. Just waiting for a few more drivers to get onto the grid. Hopefully I can get this done in time. Change drivers, which is quite weird. Steve Webb in the 8, Phil Glover in the 10, Gomez in the 10, Mellis in the 8, Dominic Pavera, what are you in, dear sir? 10 as well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, lights are coming on here. We are going to be up and running and underway very, very shortly. Simon Edwards is going to lead the way down into turn number 1. James Barry, Harvard Gullickson all battling out. Mike Bousson in there as well. No Moreira taken to the grid at the moment, but it is Simon Edwards leading the whole shot for the first run down the hill. But look at Harvard Gullickson tucked in alongside there. Is he going to be able to make this work, or is he not here at the same time? Down through, up through our Rouge and Rally, on they go. Blistering pace from these cars, but it is Gullickson who's sitting in second place. Simon Edwards in first. On the right hand side, you see the top in north of 58, 160 miles an hour. Mike Bousson's got a double draft. He's going to try and get the outside run. How far is he going to go? Oh, he's going to make contact. Unfortunately, that was Heinz Braun. That wasn't Mike Bousson, it was Heinz Braun around the outside. Unfortunately, he's made contact, and now he's dropped all the way down the order. Simon Edwards still leading the way in that first place currently at this moment in time, with Simon Edwards in the second. Unfortunately for Heinz Braun, he got an absolute massive overspeed, and then it just all went wrong. Daz, welcome into YouTube chat, buddy. How are you? I hope you are well. Action taking place there. It looks like Michael LeMay is also in pit lane. Unfortunately for him, he's gone and done himself a meatball. Oh, I believe he may have been helped there for Michael LeMay. Let's have a look at that one again. I think he got punted there. He did. Poor Michael LeMay got put straight in the wall, but Simon Edwards leads the way. James Barry tucked in second. Gullickson leading the SRAs, with Bousson tucked in behind him. And then it's the first run down through Parfitt, then on to Blanchimont, the left-hander here as well. But it is going to be Bousson making the move first if he can. Down through the left-hander, through Blanchimont we go. Now it's coming into the bus stop. Lap 1 is almost complete, and Simon Edwards, James Barry, Gullickson and Bousson. That is the top 4 at the moment. Bousson's got Bjorkland trying to have a go at him as well. Can't make it through into the bus stop, through the left-hander. And the SR10 tucked in at the moment behind the SR8 there, cannot get the move done. Nelson Moreira is out, he's not on the racetrack. Michael LeMay saw just got punted down through the Camel and unfortunately is in pit lane. Lap 2, Simon Edwards leads the way. Barry tucked in behind him. Harvard Gullickson, Mike Bousson, Kimon JPBroadcasting, Felix Samo and Seth Brown. All are your top 7 at the moment in the splits. Currently it is Gullickson leading the way in the SR8s, and Harvard Gullickson there doing a great job currently at this moment in time. So let's have a look at the splits here as well. I'm quite sure why he's got to done that. Edwards leading the way. Barry's just got him down into Lacombe at the moment. They're going to be side by side. Barry wants that inside line. Edwards barely gave him enough room, and it is a job done for Simon Edwards, still managing to hold on to it currently at this moment in time. But how much longer is he going to be able to hold there with James Barry tucked in right behind him? And then is Gullickson, Bousson, all very, very close at the moment. There is not a lot between the top, well, 10 currently, I don't think. We're literally at about 5 seconds at this moment in time. Ollie Gullickson sitting there. Ooh, I wonder if it was Ollie that maybe helped Michael LeMay round. It's going to be interesting. I'll try and pick up on who that was, but by judging by the car colour, it may have even been Patricio Gomez as well. It looks like he may have had a little bit of situation, but you can see Simon Edwards 2.8 seconds down to Bruno Vitorino in 8th at the moment. There is the queue of cars on through the right-hander. They go through Stavlo. Now curb full for air, going to be coming up here, long looping right-hander before they go under the bridge into Blanchimont. And now through the left-hander here as well. Through Blanchimont they go down into the bus stop. And Barry trying to have another go at this moment in time. Gullickson there, you can see Ollie's got a slow down currently on the left-hand side. I hate that camera angle. Let's go out off car at the moment. But James Barry managing to keep out in 2nd place here. Tucked in behind him again is Barry, through the right-hander to go. Edwards has got that all a little bit wrong. That's going to leave him open currently at this moment in time. Down the hill they go. Coming down into El Rouge Radion. Through the left, through the right. Down the Kemmel Straight. Now it's going to be Barry closing in here as well. There's going to be a run of cars in behind that at the same time. You can see Gullickson going to try and have a go. Bousson gets the job. He's in 3rd. Bjorklund also got Gullickson there as well. Barry's got Edwards this time around going into Lacombe. Barry again on that outside line through the right-hander of Marmody. Then into Bruxelles or Rivage, whatever you want to call it. Bousson now up the inside going at Barry. It's an SR8, SR10 situation here as well. Little bit of contact again, but Bousson manages to get through, does he? Yes, he does. He leaves Barry room on the exit, but he got the job done, did Mike Bousson. Barry's now coming back into him, into Pouon. Bousson's on the outside line, can't do nothing about it at the moment. He's going to try and tuck back underneath, is he? Coming up at the moment into Lafayette. Bousson again, Bjorklund's climbing all over him at the same time. All the while, these guys are fighting. Edwards is clearing off out in front. He's making a little bit of a gap for himself. 7/10 at the moment, but Bousson, Barry, Bjorklund, Gullickson, Felix Samo, Bruno Vitorino, all 2.7 seconds back away from each other. It is a very, very tight field. Through curb pull for air they go once more. And you can see Mike Bousson there jiggling all over the place in behind that, you know, racing team machine. Through the left-hander of Blanchimont into the bus stop. Bousson can't get it done this time. Is Bousson going to be under attack from Bjorklund? They're going to be side by side into the bus stop. This could get really, really messy. Bousson leaves room. Bjorklund gets slow on the exit. Bousson comes through again. Manages to hold on. He's got to tuck in behind Barry. He needs that draft at this moment in time. But they are all very, very, very tight together. You can see Harvard Gullickson in there as well. He's having a go at the same time. Kimon Bjorklund now dropped back a little bit. Mike Bousson there currently as well, sitting in 3rd place is Mike. Trying to make a move at the moment. Nothing doing for him. Can't get the job done. Stefan Mellis looks like he's had some drama. Dominic Pavera also looks like he's had some drama as well. Buson again following Barry across the track. He's got to go to defensive. Kim Andre Bjorklund's going to make that move if he can. Got the job done. Gullickson, Harvard there in behind. Felix Simone still very, very tight. Ollie Gullickson and Steve Webb, they can still battle it out as well. In behind that is Phil Glover and Heinz Braun. Braun's gone for it again into Lacombe, and once more he's got it all wrong. Webby's off. Oh, he's into the tyre barrier there with Steve Webb. Gullickson's escaped. Phil Glover, Heinz Braun, Patrick Gomez and Paolo Brem. All still very, very, very tight together, as are this front back here. There's packs developing on the racetrack. Brem and Silva just swap places. You see Buson is trying to get a hold of Kim Andre Bjorklund. He just can't get past him in that 666 Devil machine. In through the right hander they go with Campos. Buson tries the inside line. No, gets his nose cut off. He's got his nose alongside an now as well in the stablo. Bjorklund gets pushed out a little bit. Gullickson's going to try and go up the inside at the same time. But we saw poor old Steve Webb, a little bit of an elbow from Gullickson there on Bjorklund. Bjorklund has none of it. This is a man, two men from Norway. They've both got the Viking spirit in them. Oh, he runs a little bit wide. It's all getting a little bit congested now in behind him. Simoes, Brown, Vitorino got nowhere to go. Buson loses 2 spots. Gullickson and Bjorklund got the job done. Brown's made contact with Felix Simoe. Simoe has gone round, unfortunately for that man. Round he goes. Felix Simoe, and now he's stuck there at the moment. Gone down the order, away from the pack, down in 9th place. Kim Andre Bjorklund and Gullickson side by side on the run down through El Rouge and Radion. Up over the outside, coming in through Camel. Gullickson's going to get him here. He's got to try and get him if he can here once again. Oh, the 8's just not got the pace at the moment. Coming into Lacombe, even under draft, couldn't get the job done. You can see further back here, Heinz Braun, Paolo Brem, Patricia Silva and Phil Glover. They're running nose to tail. Is Heinz Braun going to make Lacombe work one more time? Or is again going to go in deep? Again, he goes in deep, sweeps around Glover. Manages to get the job done this time, did Heinz Braun, but boy, oh boy, is it taking him a while to do it. Now he's got it all run on the exit of Marmaday. Now through the right-hander they go, coming down into Pouon. It will be a run. Phil Glover's managed to hold on here. But I tell you what, Heinz Braun's driving well above his skin. And he's getting it all a little bit wrong. Paolo Brem's now going to have a go through the left-hander of Pouon. They go. You can see the Brem Braun in behind that. Oh, almost contact, almost contact. And Heinz Braun manages to hold on, but Edwards has escaped the pack behind. With James Barry behind that, you can see is Bjorklund and Gullickson. Buson trying to close back in. Brown trying to close back in as well. Vitorino at the same time. But there's going to be another move, I think. Here is Barry going to have a go at Buson, at Edwards. Let me know what you think. I don't think he's going to get him down into the bus stop. Woodward and Mellis are swapping places quite a lot further back. Webb's also in the mix as well. Big drama down there. Oh, Stefan Mellis. Oh, dearie me, going in the stablo and Campos. Oh, that's a hard hit. Hard hit for Stefan Knapp. There's the 2 on the run down the hill. Big meatball for Stefan Mellis. James Barry tucked in behind Edwards at the moment. El Rouge and Radion, let's have a look at speeds. North of 160, 63, 64, 65, 67, 68. Gonna hit 170 just for giggles. No, near enough. There is Edwards, there is Barry, and again he cannot hold on. Can't get the job done. Bjorklund's held on from Gullickson. Buson's now into the mix as well. Felix Simoe just swap places with Paul LeMay. Getting all very, very tight in this front pack. Glover, Braun and Brem. Silva's also just joined on as well. Buson's trying to close in. We've got this one and one more. Bjorklund runs wide. Gullickson's taking the opportunity to try and go through. Got the job done into Pouhon. Oh, Bjorklund there. Good evening, Mr. Parfitt. Good evening, dear sir. Hope you are well, George. How's things? I did see your message about you not being on the racetrack tonight. What's wrong, dear sir? I didn't manage to read it all, so you have to tell me. Unfortunately, I'm down a commentator tonight as well. So it is just little old me. Gullickson still fighting out. Buson is tucked in behind Bjorklund. For that Sim Racing Norway machine. Through curve full for air they go. Buson again. Is he going to look at making a move at the moment? There's Bjorklund in through Blanchimont. Edwards and Barry are in exactly the same position. But this is going to get a close on. Look at Kim Andre Bjorklund's speed. Down into the bus stop they go, hard on the brakes. Gullickson's going to try and hold the inside line. We'll stay on board. Bjorklund's going to look for the exit. Can't get the exit. Gullickson slides it up a little bit. But Barry and Edwards are still working it out there. Do you need company? I'm stuck at work. You can come and join me if you want, George. I'll share the screen for you on the final lap of race number 1. Are you stuck at work and then managed to broadcast and commentate? You're clearly not busy, George, are you? That's the situation. Edwards for the final run now, up through Al Rouge and Rally on he go. Oh, Barry's going to go the long way. Edwards is going to send him the long way. In behind that, Bjorklund, Gullickson and Buson as well. Barry got the job done, chopped the nose off. Good job there for James Barry. Finally got that move done. Gullickson lost that place to Kim Andre Bjorklund. Buson couldn't get through either. But Barry managing to hold and get the job done now into the right-hander. There we go. James Barry, Simon Edwards still continuing to fight here. Now it's coming into the left-hander of Pouhon. You're going to hold this here. Is Barry going to take this first win? I think he might, you know. In race number 1, got a funny feeling it's going to be James Barry wrapping this up. It'll be a good job here if he does as well. Gullickson still managing to hold on from Buson. Still tucked in there as well. Final run now for Simon Edwards through Curb Paul Ferrer they go. Through the left-hander of Blanchimont. I think it is going to be Barry's going to take the win. Edwards is going to grab second place here, I think. Barry's going to manage to hold on into the bus stop. Final corner, James Barry. Going to take this win, going to wrap up race number 1 through the left-hander they go. Now it's a run down to the line and it is going to be James Barry. Winner, chicken dinner. Gullickson's going to take the win in the SR8s. Great job from him with Buson sitting in second place. I want to finish to see how this finishes off here. Look at this. Phil Glover, Paolo Brem. Run down into the bus stop. Phil's on the defensive at the moment. Brem's going to try and sweep around the outside. Is he going to get the job stopped? No. Brem's going to have the inside. It's going to be a run down to the line. Glover and Brem. Woodward's also going to get into the mix at the same time. Oh, Woodward and Brem crash. Glover manages to hold on. I think they've waited. I think Brem, oh, he didn't there as well. Oh, that was drama. What did go on the end there? Had a little bit of argy-bargy. Ooh. Hold up here, sunshine. On board with Paolo Brem. Woodward's going to be on our left. There's a slide there as well. Oh, Brem moved to the left-hand side. I'm not saying how that's going to turn out, but yeah. I'll leave that one up to you, George, to figure that one out. But there was a slight turn on the steering wheel from Paolo Brem. Just waiting for Stefan Mellis to come over the line. There he goes. Going to look at the results from race number 1. James Barry takes that victory there as well. Simon Edwards in second, Kimonjo Bjorklund in third. Havard Gullikson takes the win in the SR8s with Mike Busson in second. Then we've got Seth Brown, Bruno Vitorino, Felix Simon, and Paul LeMay. Ollie Gullikson taking out the final podium spot in the SR8s. Then we've got Heinz Braun, Patricio Silva, Phil Glover, Robert Woodward. Then we've got Steve Webb, Paolo Brem, Dominic Pereira, and Stefan Mellis rounding it out there as well. I'm going to bring George into the booth. George, welcome in, buddy.
Hello, Mr. James. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you, dear sir?
Not too bad, not too bad. Yes, I am indeed stuck at work, but I'm on a hotel room, so I have some time, and I wanted to see the race.
Oh, well, jump on in, son. I've shared the screen now. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know what you're on, so I'm not quite sure what.
No, I'm seeing your screen. Yeah. It's the first time here. It's a new experience for me. Yeah.
Oh, mate, I'll look after you. Don't you worry about it. I'll keep you company. That was a great first race, though. James Barry, Simon Edwards having a right little ding-dong.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see them battling. Obviously, I'm happy that James won because he's part of the nerds, but it was really close, actually. I see the BOP is working.
Yeah, was Mr. Edwards on the BOP this week?
Yes, indeed. And actually, we found a new feature on iRacing that was launched this week where you can actually add power and reduce weight on vehicles now. Instead of before, you had to remove power or add weight. So now we have the opposite. So basically, the 8 is on steroids now.
Lovely. So what have we done this week?
So this week on the menu, we have extra 6% power on the 8 and 40 kilos extra on the 8.
Right, okay. So the
Yes.
the 8 is the bit of the beast then, is it, this week?
Yeah, so the goal was for the 8 to be able to keep with the 10 on the straights and essentially not, and the weight is so he doesn't run away on the corners because the 10 is still less agile. But at least now we can tame the 8 on the corners and make it a bit more balanced, and we are eliminating the discrepancy on top speed. So it's been really interesting.
All right, let's have a look at the grid for race number 2. Ollie Gullikson will take that pole position. Paul LeMay in second, then Felix Samoa, Bruno Vitorino. Seth Brown in fifth with Mike Busson, Harvard Gullikson, Kimonjo Bjorklund, Simon Edwards and James Barry. Top 10 reverse, of course. Then we've got Heinz Braun and Patricia Silva rounding out the top 12. Then behind that is Phil Glover, Robert Woodward, Steve Webb, Paolo Brem, Dominic Pereira and Stefan Mellis with Michael LeMay down in 19th. He's hoping for a better start and getting past lap 1. For Michael LeMay this time after contact there in race number 1. I'm not sure Nelson Moreira is going to make the grid, but these guys are all ready lined up. Lights are going to come on straight away here as well. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ladies and gentlemen, race number 2 is a green. And at the moment is Ollie Gullikson leading the way. Is he going to be able to get away from these guys at the front of this field? Don't forget, race number 2 is 11 laps. Gullikson's going to be there. There's carnage. Oh, no. Few people off as well. Felix Samoa, Bruno Vitorino. George, that was not a start that some of them wanted.
No, it did not. I still need to see the replay to see what happened, but yeah, it was clearly a typical spa start, to be honest.
Gullikson now, Seth Brown in second, then Gullikson in behind him. Harvard and Ole, they brothers. George, you know?
Oh, right. The SR8 is too loud on my headphones, so I cannot really hear your voice, sorry.
Oh, okay, mate. Well, I'll shout as loud as I can here as well. Ollie's got a slow in second place. Bjorklund in third. Harvard in fourth has got to slow down. Edwards and Booston are swapping places. Webb's got to slow down as well. There's lots of action still to come here, and at the moment in time, people swapping all around here as well. Harvard Gullikson trying to get off that slowdown. Loses a place to Booston. Gullikson's got a penalty. He did not get the slowdown off in time, George. Harvard Gullikson's got to stop go.
It's a pity for how. It's really keen to see that battle with Mike, but yeah, unfortunately that's going to happen. But we really need to see James coming up on the grid, passing LeMay now. That's Yeah, James is on a mission. He's on a warpath, essentially.
Yeah, he is. There he goes, battling away there as well. Barry passes Paul LeMay, Patricia Gomez in behind. Hines, Braun, Mellis and Glover have also just swapped places here at the same time. We're up, literally, you can see it's 5 seconds over the top 15 drivers as this run down in through Francorchamps, through the left-hander they go, coming down into the bus stop. Ollie Gullickson there is all going to be side by side with Kim on Bjorklund. The Norwegian Vikings are going to go at it, separated by Simon Edwards, the Englishman who slots in the middle, in through the bus stop once more. Edwards still there, Gullickson still there, Buson, Harvard Gullickson in behind him as well. Still lots of fighting to come in this one, George. I think this is going to be an exciting 12 laps.
Yes, I want to see how long Seth's gonna last. He's really fast when he's on his good day. He's really proper fast. But Kim coming behind him is, you know, let's see what's going on. And again, Simon and Mike and Havard. Let's see what comes from there.
Yeah, I see up through El Rougemadion. Ollie Gullickson couldn't hold on to position from Simon Edwards. Buson's in behind, and we got Hubbard in behind that as well. The Gullickson, I presume they're brothers. James Barry also going to be making a move down to Kemmel. Look at the slowdowns. Patricio Silva. Ollie Gullickson's got a slowdown here as well. He doesn't want to get a penalty, just like Hubbard has. In through there, Barry gets literally 3 places there, and one of them was due to a slowdown. He's now in 4th, up 6 places already. Seth Brown, Kim Andre Bjorklund, Simon Edwards, James Barry. Look at the places gained. It's 6-6-6-4. Then Mike Buson and Gullickson in behind that as well. So lots of people have swapped around already here. George, this is going to be a battle. There's battles all the way through. Paolo Brem, Patricia Gomez, side by side in through No Name down into Puon. This has turned into being a right little grid you got going here as well. So there we go. I think George is struggling a little bit with sound currently at the moment. Got the cars in his ear holes, which is never good. That is why I do not put cars in my ear holes, because they are too loud in this one. And that makes it difficult to hear yourself think currently at the moment. But great little action taking shape here. Seth Brown still leading away, but he's got Kim Andre Bjorklund closing in, George.
I couldn't hear anything over the sound, but yeah, it's looking really exciting. Let's see what Kim does now coming into the bus stop chicane. Oh my God, this is really on top of him. Seth is defending. Let's see what Kim does. Does the attack, braking, chicken? No! Oh, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one.
Well, that's another one for him to figure out what goes on here as well. Edwards is going to go up the inside of Brown. Barry's going to try and go up the inside. Oh, no. Buson's just hit Brown. I don't...
Logic has left the building here.
11, still got 8 laps. Buson's broke. Buson is broke. Yep.
Yeah, game over.
Yeah, game over. I don't know if he's going to be able to limp that back to the pits, because that's going to be a heck of a run. If he can't get it back there, he's going to have a toe and a half. But you can see Edwards now out in front, leading the way. Havard Gullickson's in pit lane. Michael LeMay's in pit lane. But LeMay is in pit lane due to this incident. Looks like he may have done this one all on his own. Did just pull straight over from Michael LeMay, and unfortunately calls it a day. So Edwards still leading the way. Then Barry, Brown and LeMay. Paul LeMay, Heinz Braun. It's an SR10 front 5, George. Wow.
Yeah, indeed, that's the case. The SR10 is still a very powerful engine, to be honest, and it's still a force to be reckoned. You know, it's one of those things. We try to keep the cars balanced, but it's really hard. And to be fair, we have drivers with the quality of Simon, James, and even Paul. You see how Paul is doing now that he's back on the 10s. Like it is a really good roster of drivers on the 10 as well. So it's not only on the car, but it's on the skills as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think fully agree with you. These guys continue to fight on board with Paul LeMay through the right-hander we go. Now it's going to be the run through Kurt Paul Ferrer coming up onto the back end of Seth Brown at the moment. Closing in. We're speeding here as well for Paul LeMay. Is he going to be able to get through? Topping north of 160. Going to be run down into the bus stop. Where's Brown going to go? Brown's going to hug the inside Titan and their favourite Grandma. On the brakes he goes. Paul LeMay. Is he going to be able to get round the outside? We've seen this once already, Seth. You've got to give him room. You did give him room. LeMay gets the job done over Seth Brown. But that was very, very close again. And it's almost deja vu at the front end. Edwards and Barry leading the way once more. LeMay sitting in third place, Seth Brown in fourth, Heinz Braun in fifth, Ollie Gullickson in sixth. He's got a long gap back to Steve Webb and Stefan Mellis because they're battling further down for second and third in the eights at the moment. Bousson's out. We know that. He had that incident and then unfortunately everything just broke on him. Steve Webb looks like he's just caused himself a little bit of drama as well. But Paul LeMay's going to be under a cosh here as well. Down into Kemmel. Is this going to be the first free wide moment we're going to see? There they go. Got the job done. Heinz Braun has not coped with Lecombe well tonight, and he has not done it again. Heinz Braun is not loving Lecombe, George. That's every time he seems to pick up on him going into it, he seems to make a mistake.
Yeah, to be honest, it's really hard because he's catching the draft of both cars. Like he's probably like 20 kilometers faster than everyone else, and then it's really easy to miss your braking point, and I think that's what happened right there.
Yeah, did it again. Unfortunately, Heinz might have to brake a little bit earlier. Paul LeMay manages to hold on, going into Paul now. Through the left-hander they go. Brown's closing in. Pink and green machine of Seth Brown, very recognisable. Glover and Mellis look like they're having a battle further back. There's been a drama for Steve Webb because he's dropped out of second place. That's coming into turn, where is he? Turn number one. At the moment, oh, this is going to be solo. Back end's on his way round, Steve. Sorry, son, but it is. And there he goes, unfortunately, there for Steve Webb. I feel like Mystic Meg. I can predict the lottery. I know what's going to happen in these cars here. I've seen it so often. But this is a great little scrap. Paul LeMay's got Brown, Braun, and Ollie Gullickson in the SR8s leading the way. Ollie doing a great job in that SR8 at the moment.
Sorry, James, I cannot. I'm having audio issues. I cannot hear the SR8 has an amazing sound, but unfortunately it's too loud and I cannot hear your voice. Sorry about this.
There you go, George. I'll switch on to the 10. Turn me up in Discord, son. You should be able to whack me up if you can't hear me there. Should be able to go about. It's a bit difficult in Discord, unfortunately, when you try and separate the audio. But Bruno Vitorino, Ollie Gullickson in the 8, into the source. Bruno right-hander. It's going to be a run down the hill here. What's Gullickson going to be able to get out of this machine? 125, 28, 30, up through the gears we go into sixth. We're absolutely motoring now. 150 coming in, going to be up over the hill. Is he at the moment? 154? No. Coming in at 156, 160 at the moment for Ollie Gullickson. I don't think he's going to have the pace to keep up with the 10 here. I think Bruno Vitorino is going 7 seconds quicker. Heinz Braun again. Oh, Heinz Braun again. Into Lecombe for Heinz Braun once more. Second lap in a row. He has gone and had some drama. Massive overspeed. Oh! Brown got clipped LeMay. LeMay hit Braun. Oh, George, that was spicy.
Yeah, that was a spicy one. Again, that's another one. Weird, whoever they may be. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, obviously it's really hard. We're always trying to fight cleanly, but yeah, sometimes bad luck happens, and I think this was an unfortunate situation, but obviously we have to look with more attention to see what happened. But yeah, it's unfortunate for Paul, for Heinz. I think Seth came out unscathed, but yeah, I think it's the second incident he's involved in today. So I don't know, he might need to have a bit of a look and review this race to take some learnings from it.
Yeah, of course, Ollie Gullickson now sitting in first in the SR8s. Doing a great job. Kimon JPBroadcasting in behind him. It's great to see we've got a great Norwegian contingency on the track. Havard Gullickson is still running, but he's all the way down fourth in class at the moment. Dominic Pavera has got a penalty, unfortunately for Dominic. Ollie Gullickson still holding on, loses the place to Kimon JPBroadcasting. Bjorkland goes through without any dramas. Vitorino, Seth Brown battling it out. Barry and Edwards, we've got 5 laps to go. These laps are coming thick and fast, and they're absolutely flying. And Edwards is tucked in behind Barry here, George, for this run up through El Rouge and Radion.
Yeah, again, with the usual suspects in the front, like I said, it's not just about the 10 being the fastest or less BOP car. It's the quality of these drivers. We're talking James is 4-time Z Cup champion, is the current the vice champion in the World Finals, and then we have Simon, who's I believe is the 9th time he's champion. And you can see the gap they're building to the rest of the grid, like almost 6 seconds. That's insane with the pace these guys have.
Yeah. So George there said 9 times for Simon Edwards. That's good because I lost count after 7, and I don't remember who was who, to be honest with you. Looking back, we need one of them review sheets again, George, with a history of the Radicals on it to tell me who was there at the moment. But
you can see the history on the website, and I think I checked the last time it was 9 times he was champion. Yeah.
Blimey, Simon Edwards has been here a long time. Dominic Pereira has been having issues into the bus stop. I got a funny feeling. Is he going in? Oh, he's going in pit lane, but that would be an unsafe pit entry. Guarantee that one because he jumped the white lines. We've got Silver, Braun, Glover, Simoes, Woodward, and Webb. Then up front is Edwards and Barry. Then Bjorkland, Brown, and Vitorino with Gullickson in there. There's a couple of battles developing. We've got a little bit of a Chinese fireworks situation going on at the moment. We've got the fuses lit, and we've got 5 laps until it goes boom on the final lap here. So let's see who's going to make this move. Edwards, I don't think, is going to make the move down into Blanchimont unless Barry leaves the massive door open, which I don't think James Barry's going to do that. He's not that silly. Of course, Barry is a champion himself here in the Radical Race Series. We didn't get that job done. I didn't think he would. One man that may go for it, Bruno Vitorino, is Seth Brown. Brown on the defense. He's going to be slow on the exit. Vitorino is going to go through. Don't like that camera angle whatsoever. And is he going to be able to hold on the exit, Seth Brown? He did. Heinz Braun, Patricio Gomez. Braun is having his own situation with Lagoon. He cannot get it right. The overspeed is absolutely killing Heinz Braun at this moment in time. Did it in race 1, and he's done it pretty much for the last 3 laps in race 2. Got the job done. Has he? Not? Maybe? No? Yes? Brem is going to try, and the Silver's going to try and tuck underneath him, George. I don't think Heinz Braun really knew whether or not he was going for that.
I think it's it's one of those situations when people want to give space to each other, and Patricio is a new driver. We're really happy that to have these Portuguese team Vortex coming into the roster, and I think that every driver is still trying to get to know each other, and I think that's what Heinz was trying to do. Obviously, he wants to have a nice, clean battle. He knows he has the car damage, so his top speed is going to be in the gutter. So I think it's just trying to be smart. There's no point of trying to overtake on this section and just trying to keep up and use Patricio's draft. Or I might be wrong. He might attack on this one, but just perfectly acceptable as well.
Yeah, and he did. Felix Samoa and Phil Glover are having it swapping backwards and forwards down there. Not quite sure Ollie Gullickson's in the mix, trying to go through in the 8s. Glover's trying to hold on to at least the top 10 if he can. Braun and Silver have swapped places again. So they're still having to go in through Puon. They go. Barry and Edwards still the same. Bjorkland, Vitorino, Brown still on it. Brem's kind of driving around on a bit of his Todd at the moment. He's got 4.8 to the guys in front and 3.1 to the guys behind. But he's also got, unfortunately, he's got Heinz Braun and Silver 7.5 seconds back from that. So there's a bit of a gap materializing. Couple of packets. These drivers all seem to have everybody to race, though. This is, I think, the work that obviously George people have put in the Discord, in the community as well, to get this league back up and running. Because as I say, at one point we were down to like 6 drivers or something.
Yeah, it was challenging times. Let's put it that way. I think that's a reasonable, politically correct way to put it. But you know, the Radical Race Series community is one of the oldest in the Radical. There's too much history to just let it die. And you know, me and Simon and with obviously with a lot of help from other drivers and small contributions, but that would very advantage. You know, we really wanted to keep up, and we decided to, you know, be a bit professional about it, use marketing strategies, trying to get the word out there. It worked really well, and look at this. We're 20 drivers when we were having like 3 or 4. So that I'm really happy, and I'm really proud of what these guys have done. and proud of this community because you really show like people here because they love to race with each other, and I think that's great. But look at this, Heinz is going again.
Yeah, but is he going to get it stopped? That's going to be the question. And once more, no. No. Not conventionally, George. Let's be real.
No. It will make a good reel. That's fine.
When the car's going sideways into the corner, you know he hasn't made it. But there we go. These guys, he managed to stay ahead, though. It's a great job from Heinz Braun, Phil Glover, Felix Samo. Of course, Phil's taking training from Simon Edwards. He's sitting there in his motion simulated VR at the moment. I could not think of anything worse. That is like seasickness in a sim rig there with Phil. Motion sim and VR. George, you fancy having a go at that one?
Not on the motion, although I do have something on the mail coming in a few weeks, which will make it a bit similar. But yeah, not to the level of Phil. Phil has, he does flight simulation, so motion for him is essential. But look at him, like he's what position is he on? 10th, and he's battling with Felix, Felix is not a slouch. Felix is an old soul from the Radicals. I checked, and he's actually the oldest account in iRacing from the whole community, by the way. That's a fun fact. And yeah, Felix has been with us for many years, and he's proper fast, and I'm really proud seeing Phil battling Felix this way. Like, I don't know, it's such a development from Phil with the help of Simon. To be fair, Simon's setup as well, which is pretty much gold in this league, but we're really proud of what Phil has achieved.
Yeah, I do fully agree with you there. Phil's been working his little cotton socks off. Over the line we go. Felix coming into La Source. Phil's going to... Oh, he took that tighter line. That's going to jeopardise him on entry. I think Felix has got an opportunity to get that run down as well. Vitorino and Bjorklund. Samo's tucked in now as well. Here we go, up through El Rouge on Radion. This is going to be Glover's opportunity to be holding on. There's been drama with Ollie Gullickson and Robert Woodward. Not quite sure what they've got themselves up to, but they've dropped down the order as well. There goes Felix now on the left-hand side. He's going to get the run down into Lacombe. Is he going to be able to get the job done? Can he get it stopped, or is he going to Heinz Braun it into Lacombe at the moment? And Phil manages to hold on. Felix could not get the job done there, even on the exit. Coming into Malmedy, Glover manages to hold on there. As you say, Phil's improvement. One of the things he did say he was going to work on was getting a little bit more defensive, George. And he's doing a great job at the moment, getting his argy-bargy and his elbows out.
Yeah, exactly. Phil is obviously always respectful towards others, but sometimes when he has the nail stuck, he will go for it and he will defend with his teeth. And that's the case here. Like Felix, I think it's obvious that Phil is benefiting from Simon's setup with the low downforce. On this, you can see it on the straight that Felix has struggled to pass. But hats off to Phil as well, that he's doing a great job defending. And look at this, he managed to build a gap. Hopefully we'll go over the 1 second and he will just run away. And obviously Rob is also going to make Felix life hard right now. So let's see how it unfolds in the next 2 laps.
Yeah, absolutely. See what happens there as well. There's been, as I say, drama with Ollie and Robert Woodward. I do want to pick up and see what the situation was. Funny feeling Gullickson may have lost it into La Source, and I got a funny feeling Woodward may have been running into the back of him here. Woodward's late on the brakes. Ollie did lose it. Glover was slow. Woodward got stuck there as well. And Steve Webb manages to wiggle his way through. But down in the SR8s at the moment, Steve Webb leading away. Mellis in second. Ollie Gullickson in third. Havard Gullickson is in fourth. Your winner in race number 1 in class. And Mike Bousson, who's second, is nowhere to be seen. He is out at the moment as well. So for Steve Webb, an opportunity of a lifetime to go and win class. So let's see how he gets on here as we're on lap 10, sorry. We've got 1 and 1 more. Good evening, Paul. How are you? Didn't quite go so well, Mr. LeMay, did it, for race number 2 there? So I'll find out what went on with Paul. I'm sure he's going to come and tell me. You and Heinz Braun having a little bit of drama. I do feel there was contact, though. You and Seth Brown had a little bit of an issue. And then, unfortunately, straight into Heinz. Poor old Heinz. It was an innocent bystander in that one as well. But Simon Edwards still tucked in at the moment, going into the right-hander of Lafanier. and it's going to be Campos and Stavlo, and into Paul Ferrer, Blanchimont, and then it's going to be the final lap of this race. 11 laps has absolutely flown by. I've had the pleasure of having Mr. Gonzaga in the booth with me as well. George, final lap coming up here. Who's going to come out on top? Who's your pick?
Well, that's going to be tough because we have the old fox behind James. James is no slouch either, so, you know, he can pull a trick or two. But it's all about strategy now going to the straights. Let's see, one of the tactics, James could slow down to try to reduce the gap before Eau Rouge so Simon doesn't have enough draft, or he will just decide to go for it. And it's a lottery at this point. It's going to be really hard. But I imagine Simon is not going to stand, so I imagine he's going to make a move. Let's see.
Right, into La Source for the final time. Final lap on the race, of the race, represented on the left-hand side by the white flag. Over here once more, Glover and Somoza still swapping around in positions. They're going to have a ding-dong right the way through the final lap here. But we are going to concentrate on this run through through El Rouge, and round on we go. Edwards is going to tuck in right behind him at the moment. Edwards has got to come out early. Barry did not need him out that early at all. Edwards goes
but
through.
there's still gap. Look at that.
Yeah, Barry's there. Edwards has left the door on the inside open into Lacombe. Can Barry get this stopped? Is Edwards going to get it stopped? Edwards is going to come out on top. Barry's now going to tuck beneath him. In through the right-hander of Malmedy. Then coming down into Ravage we go. Edwards and Barry going to go at it, George, for the next half a lap, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is insane. Look at these two. Like, yeah, you can see how smart James was, just trying to get into the back of Simon to try to get that bit of draft, but it wasn't enough. And let's see how it is. There's still another straight to go before the bus stop chicane. And yeah, guys, grab your popcorns.
Absolutely. Here we go. In through Pouhon we go now as well. Edwards out in front, coming into La Fagné under the bridge. Through the first part of the right. Now it's going to be the left-hander as well. They've got to cope with. Barry's going to try and get on the power early. There he goes. In through the right-hander. Campos and Stavolo. Double right. Edwards is going to come out. Little dab of the brakes from Edwards mid-corner. Now through the right-hander. It's going to be a run out here for Simon Edwards. Barry's going to close on in. This is where we're going to come down, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to close in through Paul Ferrer. Now we're going to close in through Blanchimont. 3.8, 3.7, 3.6, 3.5. Running down on the left-hand side, you can see the time, 2.7. Is this going to be Barry's moment? Is this going to be opportunity, or is it going to choke going into the bus stop? Pulls out on the outside. Edwards is deep there. Edwards is going to block the exit. Barry's going to try and go around the outside. It's going to be a run down to the line. I think it is going to be Simon Edwards. Simon Edwards takes a win by not a lot in race number 2. Great run down from them two, all the way down, but it is in Edwards there. Bjorklund and Vitorino having a go. I want to go down to Somoza Glover because they're still swapping places here as well. All the run down into the bus stop, and there goes Phil Glover trying to go around the outside of Felix Samo. Be careful of the slow down, Phil. They can still go around it. Glover's off the side of the circuit again. Go on, Phil. Look at this. Having a right old go into the bus stop. He can't get through now. Can he get him on the exit? No, I think Felix is going to hang on, but we are going to pick up on Steve Webby Webb. Goes over the line, wins the SRAs for here this evening as well. Great job, but Phil Glover, George, he was having some of it on that final lap.
That was insane. Like, really, really good job from Phil. And big congrats to Steve. Like, amazing seeing him getting a win. Great points for the championship. To Stefan as well. You know, the hard work he's been putting on. Yeah, great race today. My God, that last lap of Simon and James. That, yeah, it was tough. It was tough. He tried, but yeah, Simon knows it better.
Yeah, absolutely. Just waiting for Dominic Pavera. Where are you? On the final corner. Pavera's going to go over the line. Take that checkered flag as well. Well done to Dominic for finishing the race. Let's have a look at the final results of race number 2. Simon Edwards takes the win from James Barry from 0.1 of a second. Came on J. Bjorklund in 3rd. That's the same podium in race number 1, but with Barry on top. This time, not Edwards. Then we've got Bruno Vitorino, then Seth Brown, Paolo Brown, Heinz Braun, Patricia Silva, Robert Woodward, Felix Samoa, and Phil Glover. Great battle from you two. Absolutely stunning. Steve Webb takes the win in the SR8s here. Stefan Mellis in second with Havard Gullikson in third. Unfortunately for him, drama at the start. Then we've got Dominic Pavera's come over the line, and Ollie Gullikson is in 16th. Paula May, Mike Buson did not get to the finish line. Neither did Michael LeMay, and Nelson Moreira did not take the start. Let's bring Mr. Phil Glover up into the booth, who had the ding-dong of his life in race number 2. Phil Glover, I didn't realise you had it in you, son.
I've just said to Steve that you criticised me for not getting my elbows out, so I gave it a good go tonight.
Mate, you definitely got your elbows out. I'm so proud of you, Phil, as well. You've done an absolutely stunning job there, buddy. You and Felix, though, you're having a right little ding-dong in race number 2. Stunning run.
Yeah, it was good fun. Where did I finish in the end?
You were 11th in the end on this one, up 2 places
11th.
from where you finished in race number 1.
Okay, yeah. It's not my favourite track, although I do know it reasonably well. But yeah, no, it was. How was it for you guys? Interesting.
I had a great time race number 1, and then George joined me for race number 2, and we've had a right old go at it as well. George, first time up in the booth, Phil. You got to give him credit.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah,
Hi, George.
Hey, Phil. Great job today. Really, really good job. Really good battle.
He's
thanks
sat in a hotel somewhere, Phil, as well. So, you know, look, hey.
Hey, James, do you remember that time I was sat in a hotel in Scotland and I tiled in a few too many whiskies, I think.
Yeah, but Phil, do you know where we are next week?
Are we in the UK?
No, we're not in the UK.
God, I don't know then.
With the V. With the V, Phil.
Ask Jim will know.
BIR.
Oh, okay. It's been a while since I've driven that. It's quite twisty and hilly, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, especially for the left-hander before you come into where the oak tree stood. Of course, got taken out in real life by lightning.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, well, I quite enjoy that track.
Phil,
yeah,
I'm proud of you this evening. Well done to you, buddy. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you
go? To you for being proud of me.
Oh, mate, you've done a stunning job tonight. I was so happy. I was like a father who's watched his kid blossom into a young teenage man. Oh, go on, Phil.
If only. If only. Yeah. And also a shout out to you, George. Well done, mate.
No, thank you, Phil. Great race, man. Like I said, it was amazing. Like your development and the way you battle with Felix, it was super clean. I imagine no incident points, and yeah, it's amazing to see you progress to the grid.
Thanks very much. See you next week, guys.
Bye.
Cheers, bye.
Right, I'm going to bring in this man who has managed to gain 3 places from race number 1. And due to other people's misfortune, he was Mr. Consistency in the SR8s in race number 2. He took the win here in class. It doesn't matter what happened to anybody else. It didn't happen to him. Steve Webb, welcome in, sunshine.
Yeah, I love that. It was really good fun. First race though, I was up behind a 10, and he I think I was in 3rd place at that point, and he braked so early I had to hit the anchors and then went straight on into the flipping wall.
Yes, I saw
into
that.
the tyre barrier. But hey ho.
I wasn't mentioning that, Steve, if you hadn't
No.
noticed me. I just said
No,
you were
I
up
know you
3
didn't, mate,
places
but-
from race number 1. You've just told the world.
I don't care.
Oh, fair enough there, bud.
I'm honest. But the second race, yeah, just tried to keep it out of trouble, and just keep it on circuit. But towards the end, when I was up behind Phil, and I can't remember who he was battling with, and I'm thinking, do I go for it? Do I sit here? No, I'm just going to sit here because they were getting a little bit argy-bargy, and I think they're going to go off. But luckily enough, they didn't. And I managed to keep my position, which was all well and good.
Absolutely, mate. Stunning win in class for you there. I'm going to rush through because I've got a whole queue waiting in
Yeah,
here.
you know, that's absolutely fine, mate. No worries.
Anyone you want to shout out, buddy, before we let you go?
Just to everybody in the league, George and yourself, for your commentaries and, you know, keeping the league going. Just a shame we're losing a few 8 drivers at the moment for unknown reasons.
Yeah, so I'll come and join you on track next week, mate. I'll take you all out.
Excellent. All right, then, mate. But thanks to everybody else, and I'll see you all next week.
Take care, buddy.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Cheers, mate. Bye.
All right, let's bring in Kim on JP Auckland. He has seen the podium in both races. Unfortunately, it wasn't the top 2, but he did finish in 3rd in race number 1. He did finish in 3rd in race number 2. It is the Mr. Norwegian Viking, Kim on JP Auckland. Welcome in, sunshine. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thanks.
Good, mate. 3rd in both races. You happy, or you thinking missed opportunity?
Race 1, I'm pretty happy. I wanted to try to in the draft of Simon and James, but a bit too much fighting with was it Busan, I think?
Yeah, in behind you.
And yeah, the SR8s are just too fast in some parts of the track, so hard to keep them behind. And
you did a great job there as well. Then going into race number 2, battling your way through, up 5 places.
yeah, I think I have a pretty epic lap 1, and I thought Seth was going to back out in the chicane at lap 2, and tried to give him as much space as I could. But then we hit and I spun, and from there it was just trying to get back to at least 3rd.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's very much 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, because I couldn't quite work out where the fault lies, and honestly I still can't work it out now, because even though I've got it on screen and you guys coming into the bus stop, it looks like you've turned early, but it does look like Seth's got in, and it's got in a little bit deep as well. So yeah, we're going to leave that one to the powers that be, Kim. But listen, stunning 3rd places there, buddy. Anyone you want to shout out before I let you go?
Of course, my team, Sim Racing Norway, and you guys and Jorge Gonzaga for making all this happen.
You're lucky I'm not there, Kim. You're back. Next week I'm back, so
Can't wait.
Listen to his commentary, Kim. He did a great job here as well. So, Kim, thanks so much, buddy. I look forward to catching up with you next week.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Right, now which way round are we going to do this? Because they both won a race here. So let's go with who won race number 2? Simon Edwards. So we'll start it off with your winner in race number 1, Mr. James Barry. Wasn't content with 2nd place in race number 2. He won in race number 1, sorry. Got 2nd place in race number 2, but gained 8 positions in the meantime. Deja vu again. Him and Edwards are up the front. James, welcome in, buddy. That was a battle and a half, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hi. Deja vu, was the right word. I mean, I said on the mic after 3 laps, I was like, how have we got here already? It's already a repeat of the first race after 3 laps. It only took us to get through. It was pretty hilarious, the overspeed on the Camel Straight on the 2nd lap that I had. I don't know if you saw me cruising past 3 SR8s. And then, yeah, it was just, I could have just sat behind Simon and tried to do the same thing in the first race, but I thought, he won't be happy with me being boring like that, so I guess I'll go in front for a change, and we'll see what happens. Let him decide how it ends.
Well, he did, mate, and obviously he took the win away from you. But you know, going forward, are you happy, James? You know, you've won a race, you got 2nd. Surely that's most people's glorious evening, isn't it?
I'm happy that I made it harder for Simon in the 2nd race than he made it for me in the 1st race on the last lap. So that's all I'll say. I haven't lost points to him as well in the championship, I guess. So it's all good.
Absolutely. Well, great racing, James. VIR next week, mate. How are you going to get on?
Yeah, should be good. I enjoy the track, and I've been doing well pretty much most places we go, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, looking forward to seeing how
and what's George doing there? Hello, George. What are you doing there?
He was in the booth, mate. You should go back and listen to his commentary. He's done a great job.
You've been getting on with each other?
Yeah, we haven't beat each other up just yet.
No.
I'm surprised you haven't found a way.
Well, I met him in real life, and he's still alive, so, you know, James can't have been that bad, can it?
No. Good to see him. Hello, George. How are you?
No,
Did you enjoy
James,
it?
yeah, it was amazing actually. Really nice experience. So thank you so much for allowing me to do this. It was a good first time, and I'm glad you were my first. That sounded really bad, but yeah,
No.
yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Well done, James. Anyone you want to shout out, buddy, before we let you go?
No, just shout out the whole grid really, because obviously, yeah, just happy everyone turning up and putting on a good race, and thanks to you guys as well.
Awesome job. James, take care, buddy. I'll catch up with you soon.
Cheers, guys. See you.
Thank you,
Bye.
James.
Bye.
I've got Patricia Silver in YouTube chat as well. It was a tough race, but I managed to hold on to the front. You did, dear sir, and you did a stunning job in the process. Now let's bring you in the 9 times, as George has informed me, champion here. Second in race number 1. He took the win in race number 2. I've just said to James it was deja vu. It pretty much was as well. Simon Edwards, welcome in, son. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I thought, well, if James is going to get me on the last lap and he's willing to pass me, I'll just wait and do the same. Yeah, we had different gear sets there as well, though, so it was easier for him in the first race to, get a tow and get over the speed I could get, if you know what I mean, because I was hitting the rev limiter, so I had to time it really, really well. To get an overlap on him, but luckily I managed to do it.
Yeah, you did there as well. Leading the championship, Simon. Are we going to see number 10?
Oh, let's have a go at it.
Hey, I'm not in the car, mate. It's down to you to do that. I'll just sit here and chat about it. But, it's looking that you're doing well, bud. And this format's really taken off. We've had we had 19 in the end because poor Nelson didn't make the grid. 19 drivers battling in the SR8s, SR10s. There's a lot of work that goes into this, isn't there?
Yeah, and luckily iRacing have given us some levers to be able to pull. They haven't given them us all yet. They've put them in the release notes and teased us with a couple of them. And we can't set them up for a league race yet. You can only do it in a private test. So we can get the cars a bit more like themselves, but closer. So we can take a bit of weight out of the 10, put Frankie Dettoria in instead of American Stig, but reduce the power, and we can increase the power, which we could do this time on the 8. Couldn't quite make it match the 10 without giving it too stupid amount of power, and we had to put weight on it to sort of counter that. So that's why I didn't go stupid power, because I would have to go stupid weight as well. But that we should be able to pull those closer, and I'm hoping we'll pull some more of the existing SR8 drivers who race in other leagues in the SR8, because it'll feel much more natural to them. Plus they get some sweeties of extra power. Yeah.
Oh, mate, well, let's see how this one goes. Simon, great job, well done tonight. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Let's give a shout out for iRacing for doing something really sensible and nice. Yeah.
For a change. Anyway, bye, Simon.
Yeah, see you. Bye-bye.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. George, pleasure having you up here, dear sir. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride. How was it for you?
It's amazing, James. Yeah, really good experience. Yeah, really nice commentating. Apologies for the sound issues. To be fair, it was a bit of improvised setup around here. But yeah, it was a really nice race. The championship battle is still full on. Pretty much, I was just having a look at the points, and essentially, I think Simon ended up with 1 extra point out of the whole combination of the day. So yeah, Simon is in a really good place. I think James has 1 less race, but the drop downs are still kicking in. But yeah, amazing. It's the usual kind of thing. Let's see how VIR is going to be next week. It's really interesting. We'll see the 8s flourishing with the grips on the corners. So I really foresee a lot of work from Simon to try to balance those out. But yeah, I'm really excited. And again, thank you so much for this opportunity.
No worries there, buddy. Well, thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bells if you're on the Radical Race Series channel or the JPB YouTube channel. But I've been JP. I've been alongside George Gonzaga here this evening as well. And as always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.